welcome back to my channel. Today I decided I was gonna show you guys what one of my favorite breakfast recipes are. I typically am not a breakfast girl. It's my summer vacation and I typically, if I'm being honest, I sleep through breakfast. It's a little bit more like brunch time right now, so I'm still gonna make this, but I really wanted to show you guys because it's a super simple recipe. I really want to show you my little twist on it. So I'm gonna be making my favorite way to eat avocado toast, and then I don't know if you guys have been on TikTok. I spend like my whole life on TikTok, and there was a recipe going around a while ago for like this whipped iced coffee. I'm gonna be showing you how I make mine. It's amazing. My sister doesn't even like coffee and she loves this recipe, so I'm gonna show you both of those vlog style because I wanted this for breakfast today and I figured I'd take you along. So first up, we're starting with the avocado toast. Now there are so many like fancy ways to make avocado toast. They pile on all these different toppings and everything, and I wanted to show you my like basic version, which never fails. It's so delicious and it's absolutely gorgeous too. So if you want to post a little thing on Instagram, this is the breakfast recipe for you. So you're gonna need an avocado, some seasonings, which I will show you in a second, and some eggs. Oh, and bread. Duh, your toast. So I'm gonna be frying my egg today, and I'm only gonna fry the egg whites because I don't really like runny yolk. I don't really like fully cooked egg yolks. So I'm gonna stick with the whites, and I love when they get really crispy, and they're my favorite way to eat eggs. So I'm gonna make that today. And I'm gonna start by cracking my eggs and separating them in a bowl. Okay, I've got my egg whites here and my egg yolks here. I got a little bit of a broken yolk. So I'm gonna set the yolks aside, and my family likes the egg yolks, so I'm sure they'll use them for something. Now we're gonna move on to seasoning the egg white mixture. Okay, I'm really basic when it comes to my eggs, so I am just going to season this with a little bit of salt and pepper. Also, you get to have a lot of fun with the avocado toast flavoring. I think of the egg whites as sort of a topping to the avocado toast, so I only did 2 egg whites. I don't want this to be a huge fried egg. I just want a little bit on top of my toast. So I'm gonna do some salt and pepper, keep it really basic, and then I'm gonna whisk it up. Okay, put a little bit of butter in my pan. I'm gonna turn it on. It's a non-stick pan, so technically you don't need butter or oil, but I like the taste that the butter gives, and it makes it extra golden and crispy. So I'm just gonna heat that up for a sec, let it melt, and we'll move on with the egg. I'm gonna swirl it around just so it gets sort of flat. I just put a little lid on this to make sure that the egg cooks through the top, and we'll give it about another 30 seconds, and that'll be done. Next up is the bread, the toast aspect. Now this totally depends on what you like. If I'm going for a light breakfast, I typically use just a small whole wheat slice of toast, but because this is more of a lunch meal, I'm gonna actually use a piece of sourdough. Some of the slices in this thing are huge. I'm gonna try to get like a medium piece, and I'm just gonna toast it. Super easy, super basic. Okay, so now for the part you guys are all probably wondering about, what I actually do with the avocado aspect of the avocado toast. So I'm gonna start with the basic avocado. I'm just gonna cut this in half. And typically I only use half an avocado on my toasts just because it ends up being enough for me. And I'm gonna scoop it out with a spoon. So this was the last avocado we had in our fridge, and it's getting a little close to being overripe. So I'm gonna use as much as I can because I don't want it to go to waste. I've got my avocado in the bowl. I'm just gonna mash it up with a fork. A lot of people like to put the avocado directly on the toast and mash it up and then like add their seasonings, but I find that if I mash it up beforehand and add my seasonings into the actual avocado mixture, the flavor is more distributed and I like it a lot better. Seasoning wise, I'm gonna do a little bit of salt, obviously, some pepper, and I love doing a little bit of garlic powder as well. Just a pinch in there. This is what it looks like. The avocado is a little bit more ripe, so it's not as green, but it's still gonna taste amazing. So once that is all mixed, I'm gonna wait for my toast to be done and we'll start assembling. Can we take a moment to appreciate how beautiful my toast turned out? Okay, because this is sourdough and it's a little bit more dry and I got it really crispy, I'm gonna do a light layer of butter just to sort of keep it, I'm about to use a word no one likes. Moist. It's not a great word, but it's true. Now I'm going to spread on my avocado mixture. I'm gonna spread it out in an even thin layer. Now I'm gonna add on my egg. Just gonna fold it over like that. And then toppings. And there you go, your beautiful avocado toast with the fried egg. I'm gonna eat this in a sec, But my last step for my, like, if I'm going all out for breakfast, is the TikTok whipped coffee recipe. Now, I am gonna be completely honest. I loved coffee before, but I would only ever get it if I was going to like a drive-through coffee place or a little coffee shop. And then I found this recipe and it looked so beautiful. I was like, okay, I have to try it. And then I fell in love with coffee even more. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to make it. It really isn't a recipe, but if you haven't heard of this, it blew my mind. It's gonna blow your mind. It just makes making and drinking your coffee so much more fun. So I'm gonna start off with this organic fair trade instant coffee. This is the key. Now, because I am really sensitive to caffeine and I can only drink it in the morning, I have just been doing the decaf version. It tastes the same, it still works really well, but I don't go crazy. You're also gonna need some plain granulated sugar and some boiling water. Okay, I'm boiling my water. In the meantime, I'm going to get a bowl and a handheld mixer. Typically, if I'm making this in just a single batch, I'll use the glass like this, and then I'll use this little handheld thingy to whisk it, and it doesn't get as thick and like creamy, but it does the trick, and I don't want to bring out the handheld mixer every time I'm just gonna make a single cup. But recently I found out this trick that I'm going to show you today so that you can sort of meal prep your instant coffee. So I'm going to show you. The recipe is really simple. It's just equal parts sugar, coffee, and water. So because I'm making a few batches, I'm going to do, let's say 4 tablespoons of the coffee. My morning recipe is just 1 tablespoon of everything, and then 4 tablespoons of sugar. I just mixed my sugar and instant coffee, and I'm gonna do 4 tablespoons of boiling water. Now I'm gonna take a handheld mixer, and we're just gonna mix this on like medium to medium high for a couple of minutes, and you guys will be able to see it's gonna thicken up. And the color's lightening, so just keep going and it'll eventually get this really creamy, thick consistency. All right, guys, as you can see, it's super thick. Oh my God, it looks so good. This is the perfect consistency. And now I'm gonna move on and show you what I do with this mixture. Okay, so that little amount, 3/4 a cup of ingredients total, resulted in this much beautiful whipped coffee. So I'm gonna grab a glass. I'm gonna go fill it with ice. I also grabbed a little bit of milk. I typically use almond milk, but for this recipe, I don't know why, I like the taste of the plain milk better. So I'm gonna start by pouring some milk into my cup. I typically get it about that much. It looks like a lot, but remember this glass is filled with ice. And then I take an ice cream scoop. I know this sounds really weird, but you can just use 2 spoons, but I'm feeling a little extra. And this scoop wipes it clean, so it just makes it really easy. And what I'm gonna do is take a scoop. That's coffee! How is that coffee? And I'm going to boop on top. I'm gonna do a few of these. I'll show you up close. Are you kidding? Okay. Now I'm gonna take a little straw, put it in, and give it a really gentle mix. And there you go. Beautiful. Oh my God, look at that. Okay, so we have gorgeous avocado toast and instant whipped coffee from TikTok. This is definitely a breakfast I don't do every morning, but if I want to feel a little bit fancy or if I want a really pretty picture for Instagram, this is something I would make. Honestly, it is really simple, and this recipe, especially the avocado toast, you can go crazy and have fun with all your different toppings, but I wanted to show you my favorite version. So now what I do with all the extra coffee, because obviously I did not use all this in one glass, I'm going to freeze it. Now I know this sounds a little bit weird, but if you freeze it, you're able to sort of scoop it out like ice cream and then plop it on your coffee in the morning as well. But this way you don't have to sit down and whip your coffee every single morning, because that does take a little bit extra time. But by doing a big batch ahead of time, you can enjoy something as beautiful as this every single morning. Okay, let me pop in real quick. I was editing this video and I realized I literally completely forgot to show you guys what the coffee actually looks like when I freeze it. So I just have it in a little Tupperware. Look at this consistency. Do you guys see this? It's like full on whipped cream, meringue, gelato heaven. I wanted to pop in real quick and show you that. The texture does thicken up a lot. Okay, back to the video. I do want to make a quick disclaimer before I wrap up the video. The TikTok instant coffee recipe is not mine. I saw it all over TikTok. Everyone was sharing the recipe. It's technically not a recipe because it's just equal parts of everything, but I'm not trying to take credit and be like, I came up with this genius idea. So there were so many TikTok videos, I couldn't figure out who came up with the original one. But whoever did, thank you, because you changed my life and I'm obsessed with this drink. So thank you guys so much for watching my little morning breakfast vlog. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you give these recipes a try because they really are delicious as well as absolutely stunning. I'm gonna go eat this now though, so I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and follow me on Instagram because you will definitely be seeing a photo of these two gorgeous breakfast dishes. I will see you on the next video. Bye guys!